Well, the World Economic Forum attracts leaders from India, from several states, several thought leaders as well, several young leaders as well. One of those who is a young leader over here at the World Economic Forum in Davos is Raghav Chadha of the AAP Party. Thanks very much for being with us. You are, of course, here not just as a young leader speaking, but also as somebody who represents after Delhi, Punjab as well. So let's talk a little bit about Punjab and investment opportunities in the state, and to what extent have you been able to attract potential investors and sort of say that, Punjab is a place to invest in?
Yes, thank you, Vishnu. First of all, I've come here as a young global leader, and therefore I have my YGL engagements that are scheduled all throughout the day. But I am on the sidelines having peer-to-peer or one-on-one meetings with people from industry. And the focus, of course, is to talk more about the Delhi growth story and the Punjab's development dream. And the sectors that I've been, quite frankly, focusing on vis-a-vis Punjab are agro and food processing, mobility and logistics, travel and tourism, textiles. These are largely my focus areas. And I mean, what does an investor want? An investor wants that it should be a good business environment. There should be availability of labor, good logistics, connectivity, internet, and I think Punjab has it all. I think in terms of logistics, we have one of the strongest logistical backbones in the country, where DPIIT just very recently came out with a report which said in terms of ease of doing safe logistics, Punjab is number one. We have given statutory backing, not just in speeches, but actually legislating ease of doing business by coming out with Punjab Anti-Red Tape Act and Punjab Right to Business Act, one of a kind. And above all, an honest government rolling the red carpet, cracking down on corruption and rolling the red carpet for industry by giving incentives, whether it's stamp duty waivers, GST incentives, access to subsidized land, facilitating PPAs, even going to the extent of giving the viability gap funding. I think Punjab, the land of green revolution, the food of India.
You've been able to get people interested over here. I mean, are you looking at MOUs? Are there any which are potentially being signed this time around?
There have been, let me put it like this, there have been nice conversations which are a starting point, which could possibly lead to an investment. And I think I've tried my level best to convince investors to come to Punjab. And it's phenomenal to see that there are just so many states from the country that are chasing investments and have a healthy competition among themselves with only one objective: to make the state stronger, as a result to make the country stronger. India being a union of states, it's important for the states to come and also fend for themselves at in the global arena.
You've been talking about Mohalla Clinic, something you've done very well in Delhi. How has that worked? I mean, you spoke in the context of being a young global leader on Mohalla
Clinics?
Yes,
so there was a very interesting panel discussion where it was moderated by the former British Prime Minister, Mr. Blair, Tony Blair, and in which a bunch of health ministers from different parts of the world participated, and they discussed sustainable healthcare financing, and the post-COVID financing of healthcare. And in that, I had the wonderful opportunity of talking about Mohalla clinics of the Arvind Kejriwal model of governance that got a lot of attention. And it's we usually, when we speak of healthcare, we speak of the tertiary level healthcare, that is the super specialty hospitals. But what is most critical for early detection, prevention, and giving access to healthcare to even the underprivileged, it's the primary healthcare tier, and that is what the Aam Aadmi Party has demonstrated and mastered in the city of Delhi, which is now going into Punjab, where on the 27th of January, a big bang inauguration of 500 Mohalla clinics is supposed to happen.
What about the education model of Delhi? Is that something that's also come up?
Well, in my last visit, it came up. This time, it's largely been about investments. It's largely been about conversations around the economy, how the world is moving towards low growth, but high inflation, high debt economy, and how the geopolitical competition, as well as the sustained economic downturn, is impacting the global fiscal health. And that's been largely my area of focus, because I come from the world of finance. So I've been keenly attending those sessions.
One final question, this is largely a political Davos. I mean, it's at one level not just states, but it's the India story. Do you see, and you've been here before as well. How do you see Davos this year?
Well, I do certainly feel that India has a strong presence. I've said this off camera as well, that India has a fantastic presence. If you go walk through the promenade, you see chalets of state governments, you see chalets of the government of India, you see chalets of Indian corporates, or you see chalets of foreign corporates headed by people from the Indian origin. So you can't probably take more than 10 steps and not witness or not see or not feel an Indian element on the promenade. And that makes me feel that there is a dominance of India at the international forum. And as
we have
Indian,
a Punjab chalet here in the future?
Well, not yet, but very soon I'm hoping that there will be a Punjab chalet and a Delhi chalet.
Two separate chalets?
Well, God willing, yes, hopefully, why not?
Well, that's interesting, and I think that would possibly generate a great deal of business and certainly interest as well. Great speaking to you.
Thank you, Vishnu.
And hopefully
All the
things
best.
will work out. Thanks very much. So Raghav Chadha of the Aam Aadmi Party talking a little bit about Punjab, the story over there, the potential of bringing in investment. And I think the takeaway, in a sense, is that coming to the next World Economic Forum sessions and the Davos meets, they would have chalets of Punjab and Delhi over here, possibly to try and bring in more investment.